Welcome to Worth Reviewing, and good news because this is a Dacia Sandero. Now I'm at a press event, so I haven't got much time with this car, so this video is going to be a bit more of a first impressions video rather than a full review like I normally do. So I'm going to talk about the interior, then I'll move on to the drive. So let's get started. So the inside is a massive improvement from before, because the old Dacia, as much as it was okay inside, it was a bit plasticky and a bit cheap, but this one is a whole load better. I mean, the texture and the materials used in this car is really nice. I do love the layout. It's nothing over the top, nothing too basic, it's just simple and it works really well. And there are quite a few Renault parts in here. Obviously Renault and Dacia are together, so there are going to be quite a few different things in here, like the gear knob, and you've got dials here which do look vaguely similar to the Renault, and especially the instrument cluster and the steering wheel controls, but it is actually a really nice place to sit in while you're driving. So without further ado, let's take it for a test drive. I'll tell you what, I'm actually genuinely excited to drive this car. I know it's nothing special at all, but this car gets quite a bit of hype because James May, well, brought the hype to this car with the good news. And today, well, I'm James May. Well, maybe you're more like Sam May, or let's just go back to Sam Worth. But anyway, so far, doing 10 miles an hour, feels comfortable. Let's give it a little while, then we'll take it on the road and see how this car performs at more than 10 miles an hour. So this model starts at just over £14,000, and this model I'm driving right now is a little over £15,000. Now, before I'm even driving it, it's telling you how well it handles and what it's like to drive and etc, etc. 14 grand for a car with 4 wheels, a steering wheel, 6-speed manual gearbox and 3 pedals, and a large touchscreen infotainment system. It's just brilliant. It's amazing. And I've got to be honest, the interior here on this car is actually a lot better on some cars I've driven or tested that are hitting about £20,000. I'm not going to lie, it really is that good. And it's nice you've even got a large touchscreen system. There's smartphone integration, sat nav, DAB radio, clear display. I mean, what more could you want for your money? Okay, so it drives all right. It really does drive all right. 6-speed manual gearbox. Gearbox does feel a little bit cheap, I won't lie, but it's half expected. Nothing bad as such whatsoever, but going over bumps there, those are proper big bumps. So if you're thinking, God, the suspension is terrible, it's not. Those are proper big bumps there. So this Dacia has got the TCE 90, which is obviously 90 horsepower. It's a 1 litre engine, petrol, picks up speed all right. It doesn't feel, it's actually not bad to drive. It's like, I can't believe I'm having this much fun in a Dacia Sandero. This is good news, this is. Oh God. So the engine isn't seriously powerful, but as you can see, it's enough to make me smile. The car feels relatively smooth. Suspension does feel a little bit, well, not firm, but it's not the smoothest car in the world. But I mean, it does the job. Really, it does. You can't complain. And as I've already said, I like the interior of this car. They've done such a great job with this Dacia Sandero. It really is a brilliant car. There's even a phone holder, which does seem a bit flimsy and looks like it can only carry a Nokia brick phone, but whatever. It's brilliant. And a while back I reviewed the Renault Clio, and I feel like this is the same thing as the Renault Clio. The previous Renault Clio, not the new one, I wasn't so sure on that, but they've done a massive improvement from that one to the new one. And it's the same with this Dacia Sandero, because I've driven the pre-generation one, and it was okay to drive. The interior wasn't the best, but this one, it feels, you could say, refined. I mean, it's nothing like a Rolls Royce or anything, but obviously not. But I'm really enjoying this. well done, Dacia. Hats off to you. So at the corners, this car, yeah, it's all right. I'd say it's all right. Sums up this car at the corners. Not the best handling car, but what can you expect for, what, 15 grand this model? Oh man, this is I think the fact that it's 14 grand makes you appreciate it more. It's a bit like you go to McDonald's, and regardless of how disgusting the food may be to some people, the fact of it's cheap makes you just think, yeah, it's good, well, not good stuff, but it's good value for money, I guess. Not very good for your body, but we won't talk about that. But I'm seriously, not lying to you, I'm enjoying this car. It's just a good run around car. Even driving around town, you feel like you need to bring up the revs quite a bit to get this car going a bit, but what am I saying? You know, it's nothing bad as such at all. I mean, to sum this car off, very good. I would say that for the price, very good. Seats are pretty comfy. Headrest is a bit hard on you, but I've got to be honest, when I'm driving any car, I never put my head on the headrest rather. Seriously, I've enjoyed this car, and I hope you've enjoyed this video too, or this brief review if you like, just first drive impressions. So if you liked the video, then obviously give it a like and let me know down below in the comments what you thought about the car, what you thought about the interior, what you thought about the short brief review. And if you want to see more reviews or videos like this, be sure to subscribe. Thank you all for watching Worth Reviewing.